What is up? We got a live trading session for today. We uh, we got a good day potentially. It is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. This will be my second trading day of the new year. Got some good coffee ready to go. Yeah, that's incredible. So we got some shit I want to look at just beforehand. Obviously, the two models that we trade. The MEC model, when we sweep out a high time frame draw on liquidity, and we also tap into a high time frame key level. We're wanting to see unmitigated 5 to 15 minute fair value gap open up and trade back to it. Right, so this would be our reversal. We have the PDI model where we have accumulation, manipulation like needs to be into a higher time frame key level, like a fair value gap or a sweep of liquidity. And we want to get the pre-distribution inversion to target consolidation highs or lows, right? Accumulation highs or lows. So this would be also the reversal, and we also have the continuation, which obviously we already know a little too much more about. The improved inverse for value gap win rate, what we're looking for is high resistance at our stop loss and a clean displacement through the inversion, showing high resistance. Beautiful. That's what we're wanting to see, right? The bare minimum inverse for value gap is the shit we do not want to take, right? How to fix. So the bad of a bare minimum is lack of high time frame significance and narrative. Minimal targets appeal is only in the stop loss and pattern. We're not trying to pattern trade here, right? We have these models, but we're not going to pattern trade these models, right? The fix, focus on high time frame significant liquidity pools. Only trade with A to A plus low time frame structure. Don't fade the trend, easy fix. So this is really for continuations, right? And in terms of like having a minimal targets, like this is kind of like a mech, right? Unfilled 5 minute. You take it in, maybe the low on there. We need a stop hunt. So the stop hunt, basically this blue line must be swept prior to the inverse. So we need the stop hunt is the manipulation leg, the resweep, prior to our inverse for value gap entry. Now, why would price want to return to that area price? And the importance, no stop hunt equals no high resistance stop loss, neglecting the most important aspect of a setup. Opposite of the bare minimum inverse for value gap, the appeal comes from the fast retrace into expansion, prioritizing drawn liquidity over stop loss. I'm gonna have to sneeze. Bless me. Oh my goodness. The closure, and that's all that. The close entry is the candle mainly a body or mainly a wick. The close above, below the fair value gap. Avoid closes that are only a few ticks through the fair value gap. Timer starts after fair value gap is tapped. So how long does it take to inverse this gap? Did the inversion happen fast or slow? Good rule of thumb is under 4 candles closure is good. 5 plus becomes iffy. 3 and under for the best. Closures that jeopardize risk reward or close break even can be avoided. Go break even only when reversal probability is high. So many people go break even too early, and I might catch myself doing that sometimes. But how to avoid that is put your break even in at a spot where you think price could reverse. So a high time frame for value gap and SMT, external range liquidity, and the weight conviction against low time frame liquidity imbalance for a decision on break even. Execution. Once closed, immediately market order your entry. Setting a limit order may get preferred RR, but will make you miss setups in the long run. I'm a market order type of guy. But that's really that. It's just mastering manipulations, so the why of your targets. We'll look at markets soon, and we have 15 minutes to market open. We got news at 9, by the way. High impact news, red folder. So the why should that liquidity be taken? Why should we rebalance? Why should this be our manipulation? Why should my stop loss be safe? Low resistance versus high resistance liquidity. Low resistance is unswept liquidity, unmitigated fair value gaps. That's low resistance. Another part of low resistance is liquidity imbalances you expect price to trade into. High resistance, previously manipulated liquidity led to distribution. Liquidity you expect not to trade back to. The goal is have low resistance in our take profit area because price is lazy and it likes to go for the least amount of resistance, and high resistance near our stop loss, so price might not want to return. Damn, this cologne's fire. Ooh. First cologne I've had that has tobacco, really, like a main tobacco smell or leather. And I really do love it. It's actually quite refreshing. Significance, focus on high time frame liquidity pools such as internal highs, internal lows, or intermediate highs, intermediate lows. I don't recall. Previous day high, previous day low, data highs, data lows, Session liquidity targets align with high time frame IRL to ERL. So he trades continuations. This is like for continuations mainly. Market moves from rebalance and imbalances to seeking liquidity and vice versa. Seeking liquidity to rebalance imbalances, or rebalance imbalances to then seek liquidity. Obviously, liquidity pools, low hanging fruit. Obvious liquidity pools, low resistance of low resistance. High lows that might be taken in order to fill. Then we have master manipulation, high time frame key level, significant liquidity sweep SMT. How does price react when the key level point of interest is hit? Body sell story, wicks do the damage. Your manipulation after a high time frame can open 9:30, so like the 9:30 Judas swing. That's usually where I'm looking for mine is 9 a.m. This 10 a.m. 9 a.m. That's where I'm looking for my manipulation candles, and then around 10:30 as well. Entering 1 to 5 minute prior to high time frame candle openings lowers win rate. Oh, entering 1 to 5 minute prior to higher time frame candle openings lowers win rate due to high chance for manipulation. True manipulation is when both pairs sweep high time frame significant liquidity and hit a high time frame fair value gap. S&T doesn't void this. Highest probability setup true manipulation with an A+ stop hunt and displacing close, aligning with higher time frame drawn liquidity. So true manipulation with an A+ stop hunt. Now we have high resistance and displacing close, aligning with, so good inversion for a value gap, aligning with a higher time frame drawn liquidity in a continuation model. That's just video examples, and that's all that. We have our high resistance versus low resistance. We went over this yesterday. High resistance, we want stop loss. We want pure manipulation. How do we tell we have high resistance too? So high resistance liquidity is stop hunt, rapid liquidity. Tap into a fair value gap. Make sure it's high time frame 15 minute or above, and you get clean displacement in the opposing direction. Create a aligning bias PD array such as a fair value gap order block. So imagine after sweeping a drawn liquidity or tapping into a higher time frame key level, we get a displacement in the other direction. Now we have a fair value gap created, order block created, and a few of them on the lower time frames. That would now be considered defense or imbalance to distribute off of. Imbalances to distribute off of, because those PD arrays are now protecting that lower high. It's just understanding that. And then basically all the mech model and everything. And then we can go over into TradingView. Get everything marked up. I have mostly everything marked up. Very excited for today. I can't get my camera to work, which is kind of annoying, but you don't really need to see my face. I think I'm making the background a little bit wider, but this is fine. So we can log in, and we're in. What do we see? We had on ES, what I noticed last night, it was we had equal lows resting below us, and we have equal highs right now. I'm assuming we are going to go higher. ES is right next to its all-time highs, which is right here. We're going to get to the $7,000 limit today, probably. I'm assuming we're going to be at all-time highs on ES. We're going for these equal highs. We actually came down. We're coming into this 4-hour gap. We'll see how, once 9 a.m. candle closes and news comes out, we'll see how we react to this 4-hour gap. We tapped into this 4-hour. We have a 1-hour resting below us that we tapped into. We're kind of rejecting after the hitting CE of this 4-hour. And we're pushing higher right now against this little consolidation and manipulation into this, like you could say, yeah, consolidation, manipulation, and we're getting some distribution off of this. So we'll look at that on the 4-hour. Then we go over the NASDAQ. NASDAQ doesn't have those equal highs, right? NASDAQ's not even close to its all-time highs, which is nuts. But we're pushing higher now, right? We are pushing much, much higher. We are looking bullish, in my opinion. We actually came down into 4-hour equilibrium. I'm going to mark this up. I did this last night, marked it up, and I got on today and actually saw that. We'll actually do 2-hour. 2-hour equilibrium would be right here, and we completely passed in that, and we rejected higher. So we came up, tapped into this 1-hour, I believe, which is resting right above us. Yeah, we tapped in this 1-hour. We respected it, and we ripped lower. We ripped much, much lower. We come into this 4-hour, inverse this 4-hour, right? So the 4-hour got inversed. The 1-hour gets tapped into basically CE, and we're rejecting higher. We're going to get rid of this because now we're looking bullish. and I'm looking to what's on the left of me. No gaps I'm looking at on the 1 hour to the left of me. No gaps resting under me right now. We do have some sell side liquidity resting below us. Resting here as well. We can go on ES and mark that up. Quite curious to see as well if we want to. I mean, we'll just see. We'll wait. So we can go to our Google Slides real quick because I want to just check some stuff out. This is IRL to ERL, ICT concepts, right? We can use our conditions, and we're mainly wanting to look at the daily bias. Sauce. So this is just for like going into the day. Drawn liquidity plus conditions. Price is fractal, remember this. Price likes to rebalance unmitigated fair value gaps. Fair value gaps that are not filled. Fair value gaps can send price further. Similar to the one above, but it's something really helpful when we have larger moves. Price likes to target liquidity like buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. So the 1 hour, 4 hour draws. Equal highs, equal lows, previous day high, previous week high, low, right? Session highs, lows, time-based, New York lunch highs, etc. 15, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour highs, lows, unfilled daily gap, weekly gap, hourly, 30, 15, 5 minute gaps. Market also likes to generate liquidity, which is consolidation, trendline liquidity. That's where you see a lot of low resistance get made. How do you find your drawn liquidity? Well, are we delivering from sell side or buy side? If delivering from sell side, this could be a 15-minute intermediate low, right? Hourly intermediate low, previous day low, age lows, etc. Are we respecting or disrespecting PD arrays? So if we have a bullish drawn liquidity, we are delivering from sell side liquidity and disrespecting bearish PD arrays, and we are respecting bullish PD arrays. If we have a bearish drawn liquidity, then we will be delivering from buy side liquidity and disrespecting bullish PD arrays and respecting bearish PD arrays. Kind of that simple, right? Give yourself if-then statements so you don't marry your bias, right? Get the story behind both directions on price, bullish or bearish. If you respect this 30 in a bullish gap after sweeping sell side, but we are bullish on the higher time frame, then I can look for a long setup. It's just understanding the market, right? So we're going to go on to the 1 hour, and what do I see is we are delivering from what? We haven't swept anything throughout this, really, at all. But we are reacting and filling in imbalances. This 4 hour got retraced into on ES. We're coming into a 4 hour actually resting right above us. And on NASDAQ, we have a 4 hour resting right above us as well, and a 1 hour resting higher. Looks like we're reacting off an imbalance to go fill in an imbalance. We'll see when price opens, but we aren't delivering from any type of drawn liquidity as of right now. I'm going to wait till market opens, and if I see a trade within the first like 10 minutes, I'll put it on. So like 8:40 or 9:40, whatever time zone you're in. But if I see a trade by the time it's 8:40, I'll put it on for sure if it's quality and I like it. But if I don't, then I'll wait till after 9, and we'll wait till by 9:05 to look for an entry. Market opens up here pretty soon. So we'll see with what market wants to give. I love this cologne. Oh. Yeah, I got everything marked up. All we got to do is patiently wait now. There was a 1 hour gap here that got respected, and looks like we're reacting off this 4 hour. We're going to wait till market open. We're going to wait for news to come out as well. I got to remember to look at ES too, just to see what ES is wanting to do. I'm going to get Trade Evade opened up. Beautiful. I can get rid of this daily bias. Get rid of this tab as well. Like I said, news at 9, so we'll see what that wants to do. Just getting my broker all open and everything all set up. I plan on trading this session today, seeing what the market wants to give. And then from there on, well, we got a lot of low resistance resting below us right now. Yeah, I want to do some back test. I want to get maybe like almost a month done today. We'll see with time, and if we do take a trade, I have to journal it and everything. We'll see what the month's market opens. We'll see if we get good manipulation at 8:30 on the 15-minute. What do we see? A lot of low resistance resting above us. Are we respecting a 30-minute gap? We are respecting this 30-minute gap. This is where we're delivering from to go into this 4-hour, but this 4-hour could offer a different story. Yeah. We have an unmitigated 30-minute imbalance resting above us. That could be a target if we want to rip higher. We'll see. Coming into market open, we got 4 minutes. We'll see. Accumulation right now. Oh, let's mark up this as well. We can look at the 15-minute. Do we got? Where's our session draws? We got London session highs, which we already saw. London session lows resting up here, and then Asian session highs resting up above. Asian session highs, London session lows. Yeah, London lows resting right here. See, market's going to open in 2 minutes. 15-minute, we're kind of just trending higher and higher right now. Got a bunch of low resistance resting above. Like I said, that 30-minute gap resting up here, and there is a 15-minute gap as well. Yeah, we'll see what market open gives us. Oh, man. I'm honestly, keep it a buck. I'm just giving a breakdown because, like, I move out this coming August, which I'm very excited about. Can't wait to look back on these videos in literally a year from now. Like, just a lot of things are going really well right now. And just perfect. And I'm not really as stressed as I once was. But there's still some definitely some stress going on in life. I mean, at the end of the day, pressure makes diamonds, and I want that type of environment around me. I need to be uncomfortable in order to grow. But, man, I don't know. Like, it's just with my buddy who I'll be living with, his shit's about to fucking bang really hard. Pause. He doesn't do trading, but I'm going to get him in on trading, ideally, once we live with each other, because we're going to skill swap. I'll teach him this, and he's going to teach me what he's been doing, and his shit's looking like it's going to boom. And even if it doesn't, like, everything takes time. Good things take time. And if it were that easy, everybody would do it. Stand on that. All right. Enough yap. Market's opening in probably 15 seconds. Oh, my watch is off by like 10 seconds. Market open. We'll see with what it's wanting to give. We're probably going to, I have a feeling we'll want to come up to these imbalances, which would be leaving some low resistance resting here. What do we do? We're coming up to those imbalances. That's what I want to see. Wonder if we'll react off of these. We haven't swept anything prominent. We have Asia session highs resting here. We have some low resistance resting above and an unfilled. Not unfilled 1 hour, but we have this 1 hour. You could consider this protected, but we have Asian session highs here. Resting lower, we have London session lows on here. A lot of low resistance on the lower time frame. 30-minute gap that was already filled. See if we can get some clean displacement. We are creating high resistance as we trend higher and higher. Not going to take a trade right off that market open, but like I said, draw is probably right lower. Crazy stop loss that would be. I mean, that would be the draw. I'm not taking this though. What did ES tap into? ES just tapped into a bunch of consolidation. Swept out these highs. Yeah. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We could be looking for expansion here. 15-minute gap is our 15-minute open gap. This one down here. We'll see how we want to react off of that. Didn't give the inversion. Yeah, I think I want to make my chart back out just a little wider. But these candles, I think it's fine now. Tapping into a 15-minute, we're tapping into the 30-minute. Those close. I'm probably going to wait until like 9:45, around there, for this candle to close if we can look, because we have low resistance resting below us. The 15-minute time frames, failure, swing low, failure, swing low. I mean, I have a feeling we could go lower here if we're really truly reacting off this 15-minute. That's giving the manipulation. No liquidity sweep, but in terms of like bias, I mean, we are rejecting out this 4-hour so as well. So maybe we want to respect. Maybe we don't want to go higher. We tapped into that 1 hour earlier, which displaced us lower. I'm thinking we're getting some pullback now to maybe want to continue trend much lower. And if anything, we can mark up equilibrium, which we are in equilibrium. We're now displacing higher into that 15 minutes, so we'll see. We have 11 minutes till that candle close. So we're going to be patient. We're looking at over here as well. What's ES wanting to do? We just had equal highs that we swept on ES, so that's nice. Equal highs resting above on ES. Swept out that. We have a 15-minute gap that opened up here. See how price wants to react off of that. This is ES. I don't trade on ES anymore. Mainly only NASDAQ. Not mainly. I only trade NASDAQ. See how this wants to react off this 15 and 30 minute. Seriously. This would be giving manipulation into this leg. I mean, we were kind of consolidating higher and higher, and we just manipulate into the 15-30 minute, which is a higher time frame. If we get some good displacement off of this, right? I mean, the 5 minute, are we playing into a 5 minute gap? We have a 5 minute gap. Up here, we're going to wait and see if this gets inverse. Let's go to inverse. It's looking like it's going to inverse. This is just a 5 minute, but I'm talking about this 5 minute up here, which has now been tapped into. Here, I'm going to do it like this. See if it wants to get inverse. Oh, wow. Yeah, we just got a 5 minute inversion. The 15 minute, it's honestly looking like this might want to rip for those Asian session highs. Maybe we can get a 5 minute pullback, or it's going straight to those Asian session highs. It's kind of be like a Judas swing. Nothing has pushed us. Like, why are we going this much higher other than just a Judas swing? It seems like. I mean, it's giving manipulation, but nothing. What caused us to rip this much higher? I don't know. Hold on. Hmm. Because I was thinking of like a 5 minute continuation because this 1 hour gave us a sponsorship, right? We're pushing higher. We're looking like we're going to inverse this 4 hour. And if the 15 minute too, we're just miss those Asian session highs, I'm maybe thinking of a 5 minute pullback to target back higher, but we have nothing to get a pullback in right now. But overall trend I think is looking bullish as shit. With this 4 hour, it's looking like it might get inverse. Like I said, that's sponsorship pre-market from the 1 hour bullish gap that's pushing us higher. I think we might want to go for these highs up here. But I'm wanting to see how this 15 minute, 30 minute get reacted off of, and if we'll get a 5 minute for value gap to retrace into. And then on ES, bro, equal equal highs resting all up here as well to target. As long as we don't have any equal lows, I mean, I'm down to take a continuation off of this. It'll be a little bit discretional. Wanted to see how this 5 minute opens up. And then I'll have like 5 minutes to look for an entry or some sort, 5 to 10. And then from there on, we're going to wait for that 15 minute close. And in 2 minutes, it'd be 5 minutes. We wait for that 15 minute close. If we're getting a 5 minute gap that opens up and we respect it and we show displacement, I would take a nice little long to Asian session highs and up to the, like I said, ES has equal highs. We just are probably going to leave 5 minute equal highs now as well to target. If we could get a pullback, that'd be huge for my drawn liquidity. And overall, feeling bullish when we're reacting off this imbalance, right? I'm assuming we're going to do what? React off an imbalance to go seek out liquidity, which we have resting higher a lot on ES with equal highs and all-time highs on ES. And NASDAQ having potentially 5 minute equal highs and maybe even 1 hour highs, depending on how this closes. I mean, looks like in the next 50 seconds, we're going to get this 5 minute gap to open up. So I'd want to see the pullback into this. The 15 minute too, if that gets inverse and the 30 minute gets inverse and we don't sweep out this yet, but we get that 5 minute pullback, I mean, that's my condition that we'll want to go higher, but we might just sweep out these Asia session highs right now. We're going to get rid of this 5 minute equal high potential. We have a lot to pull back into. That's for sure. Wow. Well, let's say goodbye to those equal highs. We just swept. Fuck, dude, I was saying this would be so beautiful because we had low resistance resting on up here as well. Say 15 minute high time frame key level, 5 minute continuation. ES is looking like it's going to want to sweep. At 15 minute too, look at, dude, this is just looking bullish. ES taps into this 15 minute, it's ripping higher. We just swept into that. I'm still looking bullish. I feel like I'd want to see a 5 or 15 minute pullback. 15 minute, we're not going to get it. I'm looking for a 5 minute pullback. If we can get a 5 minute pullback into here, it'd be nice. This 15 minute though, it's looking like it's going to inverse. It looks like we're going to play into this 1 hour. Like I said, we have news at 9. I might just wait till 9 a.m. opens up because we're now ripping higher. Much higher into that 1 hour. Bullish as shit. We're inside of this 1 hour now, seeing how we want to react off of this. It looks like we're not even near all-time highs yet. And not even close. Interesting. Looks like we have 18 minutes on this 1 hour candle close. We just swept out all those draws to the left of us. What about on the 30 minute or 15 minute? Is there anything resting above? We're inside of a 30-minute gap. It's actually quite big. 15-minute gap. We're inside of... We have the tiniest 15-minute gap. I want to see how price wants to react to this, because if we can respect that, that'd be huge. Make this a different color. Yeah, if we want to respect this, that'd be huge. We have this 15-minute on NASDAQ. We're looking like we're going to inverse the 30-minute. What looks like we're going to absolutely destroy. I'm going to keep the 30-minute up. We're playing into a 15-minute gap. If it closes above this line, we inverse it. And on the 15-minute, we have 2 minutes left. Nothing for a 5-minute pullback. We swept out Asia session highs. We can get rid of this up here. We just have this buy side that we just swept out. This 1 hour looks like it might get respected. ES, I'm assuming, is at all-time highs. ES is at all-time highs. So interesting. The 4 hour on ES, it's looking like, yeah, we hit CE, we're pushing higher. I don't think we're going to want to come back down lower on ES. If we're looking at NASDAQ, I don't think at this point. I mean, maybe all these lows, let's be realistic today. London session lows, maybe. That's a maybe for the draw. It's 4 hours looking like it could get inverse, and we're looking at this 1 hour really. This 1 hour right here, it got respected, gave us that good boost. The 4 hours looking like it's going to get inverse. If that gets inverse, ooh, we're looking off of this 15-minute. This 15-minute wants to react. So you have a minute left on that. And this 1 hour gap is what I'm looking at. I think there are still some really obvious highs that we could still take out, which is resting all up above here. See how this 15-minute wants to react. The minute left. We're getting a 5-minute pullback. Nothing for a 5-minute pullback. We're just ripping higher. I don't think we'll want to come all the way back down for shorts. Like, I don't think shorts is the move today. I think we're looking for continuations today just with how the market's looking. I could be completely wrong. We'll see how we react off this 1 hour. The 15-minute candle closes in 49 seconds. It looks like it's going to respect this 15-minute gap. And if that's the case, we have the 30-minute we still got to wait for. If this respects this 15-minute gap and we can get a 5-minute pullback, that would be huge. We'll see. Like I said, if it passes and closes above this line, that's a 15-minute inverse on a bearish for value gap. We'll see. I haven't been able to put on a trade at all this month. I've only been on for 2 days. We just closed right under it. Interesting. That's super interesting. We could get a 5-minute pullback. Our 5 minutes all the way down here. So I don't know about that. That's very interesting. The fact that we are respecting that. And we could look at this 30-minute as well. If it respects both of these, it respected the 15-minute with the close, right? 15-minute gap did not inverse it, but it's pushing higher. If we respect on the 30-minute, if we don't inverse above this line right here, this bottom line, then I'm expecting this 1 hour to maybe respect and we can get a pullback. Now, I do think we want to go higher. So we'd either be looking for moves. If this 1 hour gets respected, I'm thinking we look for moves to get like a little bit of a pullback into the like a 5 or 15-minute, maybe like a mech short. But if we don't get that mech short, we can look for, I think, a continuation. Like I said, I don't think just from us respecting this 1 hour, we're going to go down all the way. Similar, we have swept out liquidity, so price might want to come back to rebalance. We'll see. And like I said, with that 4 hour gap being inverse, it's most likely probably going to inverse, right? We have 13 minutes on this. I don't think it comes back down. I'm thinking bullish, so what I'm looking for is There's no 5 minutes to target other than down here. We'll have a 5 minute up here we could potentially target. But I'm thinking get a little pullback and rip higher to target up to, if this draw doesn't get taken, this draw, and even potentially higher. Or just sweep out all those fucking draws. Damn, bro. We got anything for gaps resting above? Fuck. We have another 15-minute gap resting up above here. Jeez, man. 30-minute in the next 12 minutes. I'm probably going to wait till news comes out. If anything, yeah, I'll probably just wait till news comes out. I mean, there is a mech setup right now. We set the 1 hour internal high, 5-minute unfilled below. And we do have, so let me just show that for y'all. The 5-minute, which is unfilled below. And we do have low resistance liquidity resting below us. But, I mean, I feel like I'm not trying to take the mech at all. Yeah, no. Fade that because it's counter trend and it's not looking at, like, obviously reversals are counter trend, but from what I'm seeing, this is not something you would want to take, especially with how we're reacting right now, so bullish. The 5 minutes so far below, like, I'm good. Because if we come back all the way down to here at that point, I don't know. I think maybe you could come down to this 5 minute, which it could be opening up here. I'm going to get rid of this because we just swept out that. Looking on the 15-minute, like I said, 15-minute candle, if it closes above this, we're getting the inverse. And by the time the 15-minute candle closes, I'm looking at this 30-minute because if this inverses, oh, it's over. And then we have the fair value gap on the 15-minute resting all the way up here. Said I'm looking for a pullback. Looks like we're probably going to get a 5-minute. Just sweeping out highs, ripping higher. We're going to wait. News comes out in 10 minutes anyways. We're going to wait. Yeah, interesting to see how this price is moving. We got 10 minutes until news comes out, and we have the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute all closed. So we're going to be able to see with what price really wants to do and where trend is. I'm expecting, with how it's going to close, most likely, is going to be, we're going to be looking for a continuation to go higher up to the draws and liquidity I have resting. Otherwise, it's maybe going to just be full-on chop or a reversal to come and unfill in imbalances resting below us. We'll see. Got nothing to do except sit on my hands for the next 10 minutes. Hold up. We do have a 1 hour internal high with the low resistance liquidity resting below. Huh. 1 hour internal high with the low resistance liquidity resting below, and that 5 minute unfilled. One, two. I think we could short into like this 5 minute or this 5 minute, but I think lawns personally would be better. It's just in terms of trend today, higher probability. Continuations, like, they're just higher probability. Why? Because you're trading with the trend, right? Where reversals are counter trend. Now, and what I would look for if I wanted to take a little reversal in the mech is maybe we inverse these, right? The 30 and 50 minute, but no. If we respect this 1 hour, then yeah, I'll look for, maybe not, I'll move all the way down to here, but I would look for a mech short to unfilled imbalances, which potentially could be getting some. Remember, this is the 30-minute gap resting here. It looks like we're going to inverse this at this point. We're playing into that. We have these 15-minute gaps resting right here and right up here. If we inverse these, oh boy. We said I'm most likely just wanting to see a continuation. Pull back into the 5 minute. I know I don't even got to look at ES right now because I know it's at all-time highs. Our news comes out in 5 minutes. We're going to have that high time frame candle close. We're kind of it'd be nice because we're kind of consolidating right now. But once this 1 hour candle closes, it looks like this 4 hour, I'm going to get rid of this, but the 4 hours inverse, right? I don't think we want to return back down to here. The 4 hours getting inverse. The 1 hour I had it resting right here, that's getting inverse. This down here, I don't even know what the hell that is. That's the 5 minute. All right. We're going to have a 15 minute to play into. I'm thinking we might want to rebalance the range. Maybe look for shorts to rebalance the range. We'll see how we react off this 1 hour. If this 1 hour gets respected, or these 30 minutes, if these 30 minutes, 15 minutes get respected, I'll probably look for a continuation. But if the 1 hour gets respected, I'll look for rebalancing the range. I mean, both are possibilities, but I feel like lawns would look better here. Yeah, 4 minutes. We're going to wait and see. We will see here. I'm probably thinking longs because it looks like we got 3 minutes left, right? And how it looks is these gaps will be inversed. This 1 hour is going to get inversed. I would be hoping off. I don't even know what I was going to say. I can't speak. But yeah, this looks like these are all going to get inverse. We got 2 minutes till then. Said we're not getting a 5-minute pullback right now. We're kind of just chopping. And like I said, if we can get some manipulation into something after 9 a.m. happens, we're kind of consolidating on the 5-minute. It looks like, and then on the 2-minute, we're kind of chopping a bunch of low resistance right now, a bunch, and an unfilled 5-minute. Just so much low resistance resting here, unfilled 5-minute. But no inversion to get in on. You know how it's looking is this 15-minute gap is going to get respected. Is how it's looking to me. And then this 30-minute gap, 15-minute gap, 30-minute gap, here's the 30-minute gap with this line, right? And then one above this, the 15-minute. Oh boy, we got 1 minute and 31 seconds left. We're going to pull up Forex Factory. We'll see. We have equal highs on ES, bro. Yeah, taking a short on the mech right now. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna wait till this news comes out. We're gonna see here. Tell you what, this 15 minutes getting respected. That's my fucking condition. 15 minutes getting respected. $30-minute gets inversed. This 15-minute gets inversed. The 1 hour gets inversed. Yeah, we're looking for a pullback right now. We're getting that. Oh my god. I like to see a deeper push. We're inside of a 15-minute now. Oh yeah, just looking for like some beautiful continuations. Get manipulation into this. See how we want to react off this. Like I said, the 1 hour, inverse. I'm thinking we get a pullback. We just hit CE of the 15-minute. We just hit equilibrium of the 15-minute. Looking for an inversion. really low resistance resting above. Low key. If we want to come down this 5 minute, that's interesting. And we're going to see. Overall leaning bearish. Bullish. The 30 minute gets inverse, right? So does the 15 minute. This one gets respected up here. So but the 1 hour gets inverse. So I think that's perfect for a little pullback right now that we're getting. Just need to see an inversion. 1 minute inversion here. Target up to these highs. Not really low resistance resting above us though. But it's just in terms of trend. We can create some high resistance inside of here and displace off of this 15 minute. It'd be beautiful. We'll see. Shit, we still got 57 minutes into market to go. This is like perfect manipulation at 9. Just didn't sweep anything, that's for sure. Just refilling in this imbalance. Like to see this actually get rejected off of and we get a good inversion. See how this 5 minute wants to get reacted to? Oh shit. We get a 2 minute inversion here. Five minute gets respected. 15 minute hit CE of it. We're rejecting. We were inverse at 1 hour too. Damn. Have to wait for this 3 minute inversion here. Wonder if I could do a stop loss at like I don't mind that. It's gonna give a terrible entry, bro. Fuck. We're doing a clean inversion. I'm full porting the C-Val if this fucking, if we get this entry. If we can get a good risk reward. Two-minute gave the inversion. Looking at this 3 minute to give the inversion. Is that an inversion? No. What the fuck? What the fuck? See how it wants to react off of this. Three-minute didn't give the inversion. Kind of wanted to range here and then get the inversion. That's so fucking dumb. And then the stop loss isn't at the low, but it's at the CE. It's under the CE of this wick, which shit I do like. Just fucking wait for me. Please. I want to retrace down to that 2 minute. It's looking like it's going to get the inversion. Should wait for candle close. I'll go break even up to here.
Order filled.
We're in. Holy fuck. ES and NASDAQ look much different. We're going to go break even.
rejected.
I'm trying to figure out how to run a stop loss.
Order rejected.
All right. Let's see.
Order rejected.
All right, well. Kind of consolidating now. Could go break even at this internal high. Let's look on ES. Can't figure out how to run that stop loss, so it's kind of annoying. I mean, take profit. But we're in. I'm quite curious on the how to get. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of choppy. Just hoping that's fucking true manipulation. We did manipulate into this 15-minute. We did inverse at 1 hour. Might want to stop me out first, though. Might want to come fill in this 5-minute. We already hit 15-minute of the range. All right, hold on.
Order filled.
What'd I just do? What'd I just do? I closed out, bro. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. What did I just do? How much did we just lose? What the fuck? That ain't retarded as fuck. We're getting a fucking pullback, too. Okay, what did I just do, though? Oh, shit, this would have been a stop out anyways. It's looking like it. Kind of want to get back in just because. We're pulling into a 3-minute. We might inverse. We can get an inversion here. I'm still bullish. I like that position. It's the fact that I just fucking closed. I was trying to. What the fuck, bro? I'm used to top step. My ass just fucking sold. I mean, shit. It's ripping lower. I don't even think I clicked on that shit. It's moving like this. Went over to the... Yeah, I'm not doing it again. We just sold off. Fucking. If we get a 2-minute inversion, I mean, I'm back in. I'm gonna have to go deeper risk now. I should do it like this, where I mark up, go to market, I do stop loss 25,811.75. That's how I should do that. Then take profit. $25,899.25. I do like this if we can get a 2-minute inversion because we inverse this. Oh, we just hit CE of that too. We can get a clean 2-minute inversion here. I'm fucking entering in. I don't give a damn. We'll see though. Damn, bro. It's fucking goofy as shit. Looks like we could be getting a 2-minute inversion here. If we get that, I would consider actually longing this. It looks like we'll be waiting for a 3-minute though. Yeah, I'd be waiting for a 3-minute. I'm gonna count like that first trade too as like, oh fuck. So I'm going to leave it like that. We came and hit CE of the wick. We're now bouncing off. Looks like we might want to get it a clean 3-minute inversion. 2 minutes looking like it might want to give an inversion. But we're going to be disciplined and wait for the highest time frame inversion, which would be this 3-minute. If we get that, we're going long. We have our take profit set. Leave it at that. It's just annoying as shit, bro. Fucking A. We can't even risk that. We'll just risk a ban. We got some low resistance with these highs. If we want to get a 3-minute inversion here. This is where my stop loss would be on the original play. If we can get a nice clean 3-minute inversion here, I'll re-enter. Although it sucks, I'd rather just be in the original play. But we got to be disciplined and wait for this 3-minute inversion potentially. 24 seconds on this 3-minute candle close. Not even a 3-minute close. Are we fucking for real? This market's been iffy, man. That sucks. I'm gonna have to end this day as a loss. I mean, we'll see either way. Who knows if this wants to play, but the 3-minute did not inverse. The 2-minute did, somewhat. I mean, shit, if it takes 2 candles to get a clean inverse, that's still good. It's just the time of tapping it. We'll see. I gotta wait 3 more minutes now, though. I don't like that. But just being patient, either go to... Oh. What about on the 1 minute? What's the 1 minute tell me? Nothing on the 1 minute. Two-minute didn't inverse either. It's really going to be reacting off this 3 minutes, seeing how we want to react off of it. I'd still take this. I just would have to target higher and go break even at these and not be able to take profit. See how we want to react off the 3 minute. We be in drawdown on the original trade right now. Just sit inside this 15-minute. Kind of just accumulating. Honestly, might just kind of avoid this price action. Maybe. Depends on how this 3-minute candle close ends up being. It's not looking too good right now. Choppy since news came out, that's for sure. Three minutes not going to give an inverse. Unless it just magically flipped in 4 seconds. Nope. Might take 3 candles to inverse now. We'll see. And 3 is still not bad. 3 is still pretty solid. I'll still take the inversion. It's just we need clean displacement. Just patiently waiting. Holy boring, bro. No way. Just go give me a shit entry, bro. Oh my gosh. Fucking no way.
Order rejected.
Wait, why wouldn't it let me take that?
Order rejected.
Why wouldn't it let me take that?
Order rejected.
Oh, it's my broker issue. Oh, well, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to keep this marked up. Hold on. Let me pause this. I'm going to have to do some work. There's nothing I can really focus on with that. We're just going to have this marked up. See how this wants to play. We entered off the 3-minute inversion. That fucking sucks, bro. We entered off the 3-minute inversion here. CE of this wick is our stop. Oh, is our stop loss. Patiently waiting. See how this wants to play. It's gonna be a fucking no trade day for me. Dude, that's so retarded. I wonder if I liquidated the account because of a daily loss limit, because I just lost over $1,000 on the day. Closing early on a trade that would give me my account passed. Are we for real? Fuck am I doing, bro? I'm used to Top Step X. Oh, fuck. The thing is, I used to do this on TradingView all the time. I wait till that drawn liquidity is swept, and then I go break even. So we just pretend our break even is already put in. Alright, I forgot I had this paused. This actually rips up higher. This would have been a break-even trade for me. You see the draws and liquidity got hit, but that what didn't hit my required risk to reward. It would have been negative, so it just would have been a break-even trade for me, and then it would have stopped me out. So it would be a good break-even. We would be down no money today, but yeah, we closed early. So I'm going to fucking get to back testing now. And in hindsight, like, we did have some nice AMD structure. We were accumulating. We manipulated into this 15-minute. The 15-minute gives manipulation. And we tapped into 15-minute equilibrium and hit 15-minute CE, the middle of that fair value gap. And we get a clean 3-minute inversion on the top of that. We also inverse this 1 hour. And we were sponsored by a 1 hour coming into the day, and we inversed the 4 hour bullish for value gap. So I would bearish for value gap. So I was quite bullish and wanting to see a continuation, and we get that. We go to the draw on liquidity. We just don't get a good entry for that, and I ended up not banking on that. So we're done. It's 9:41. I will probably journal this as just a break-even trade. I'm gonna have to go through a lot to journal it, but overall, that's just exactly what I saw today. There's nothing else I can really add to it. It'd just be a break-even trade. Sadly, we just got cooked on the alpha account, though. I don't think it's blown. I mean, unless I've passed the loss limit in a day. I don't know if there's a loss limit on alpha on their funded accounts. But yeah, it's just annoying as shit. It would have been a break-even trade. We're kind of just choppy. It's just not too good of a day now coming in. It's a little later in the session as well. I don't know if people caught trades on this today. ES too just looks so much different compared to NASDAQ. ES dropping and ES is respecting its 5-minute, which is probably what is pushing us lower and causing NASDAQ to chop. So probably just a no trade day for me. Looking back on this, I don't know if many people got in on something. I'll wait to see if people did get in on something, but we can see. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video. I'll get this uploaded quick. I'm gonna go cook some chicken and get the mental right, and then come back and I want to journal this trade. It was choppy as shit. I don't even know if I want to go over what ES was doing, because it's just gonna take a bit to see exactly what ES was wanting to do. Mainly it was just focused on NASDAQ. Like I said, ES is kind of irrelevant to me unless there's like an SMT. And we get some chop on the 15-minute. It's looking like we're just chopping on the 15-minute now, but the 5-minute ended up, chopping as well. But we got some nice AMD structure, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. The only thing you could have faded was waiting for ES to come into this 5-minute, which it respected, and we're displacing lower. So the pairs look drastically different in today, and then this would just count as a break-even trade. But yeah, I'll get this uploaded, and then I'm going to go cook some of my chicken up, and then by the time I'm done cooking my chicken, I'll journal real quick, and then we'll get right into the backtesting session. And that's why I want to end this day, because I got to work tonight, but I want to still put some time into the markets and get some repetition. So yeah, I'll get this uploaded. Peace.